it will change the direction of an object. Now change the shape when you apply the force. The shape of the object will also change. Take a good example of dough. Dough means atta, roti kata. Okay, this. Okay, whose microphone is on? Who is
Dolias.
Dolly and ASB off your microphone. Okay. Now when you apply force to
Yes, ma'am.
the dough, okay, atta, then what will happen? It will change the shape of the dough. Okay. So force can do four things. It will move an object, it will stop an object, it will change the direction of an object and change the shape of an object. Okay. Now there are many type of forces. Okay, we have learned muscular forces. First is muscular force. Muscular force means the forces which is given with the help of muscles. Okay, when for example when you are running, walking, standing, sitting, pushing, pulling, or carrying anything. Okay, so muscles is okay. What we are doing this all things with the help of muscles. Okay, so with the force is coming from the muscles. Okay, so this type of force is called muscular force. Second one, gravitational force. Gravitational force means the force which is pulling everything to, the earth is pulling everything towards the center. Okay, this is called gravitational. The earth is pulling everything to the earth. Okay, towards the earth. This is called a gravitational force. You can give a good example of waterfall. This water is falling from the top. Okay, but it is coming towards the earth. Why? Because of the gravitational force. You can take a good example of tree. Okay, if apple is falling from the tree, it will come towards the earth. Okay, because of gravitational force. If rain is falling, okay, from the sky, what is happening? The drop of rain is coming towards earth because of gravitational force.
Gravitational force.
Now, third one, electrostatic force. Electrostatic force means a force, when a piece of plastic is rubbed against wool or hair, what will happen? It will charge and it will act as a magnet. Okay, this force is called electrostatic force. Afterwards, this is a good example. You can do it with the comb or scale. Okay, when you rub vigorously means जोर जोर से जब घिसोगे against wool or hair, wool स्वेटर में करना या अपने बालों पे करना, आप क्या करोगे? घिसोगे, then it will act as a magnet and it will attract the piece of paper because of electrostatic force. What about elastic force? Elastic force means when you squeeze a rubber, okay, when you squeeze a ball or a soft ball, you know that yellow ball is coming, soft ball, squeezy ball,
Yes, sir.
my happy
Sponge.
face.
Sponge
Of
ball.
yes, sponge ball, yes. So what will happen when you squeeze it and leave it? What will happen within a second? It will come in original shape. Okay. You can take a piece of sponge. Sponge को लेंगे, आप क्या करोगे? When you squeeze it will squeeze. But when you leave the sponge, it will within a second it will regain the original shape. So this is elastic force. Okay, you can take a good example of rubber band. When you pull it, what it will become a big, but when you leave that rubber band within a second it will take an original shape because of elastic force. Now, buoyant force. Buoyant force is a force from it is coming from the water. Okay, so water is when you put any object to the water, some object will float. Okay, some object will sink. When the object is when the force is more, okay, then the object will sink. Okay, जब कोई चीज डालोगे ना उससे वाटर का फोर्स ज्यादा होगा तो वो क्या करेंगी? सिंक करेंगी. अगर वाटर का फोर्स कम रहा और चीज भारी रही, देन इट विल सिंक. ओके, when when sorry, my mistake, मेरे से थोड़ी बोलने में मिस्टेक हो गई है. When the force is more and the thing is light, okay, object is light, it will float. वो तैरेगी because of more force. When the object is heavy and the force is less. Okay, water force will less. Then what will happen? The thing will, or the object will sink because of the less force. So this is called buoyant force. Okay, it is also called because Archimedes, the name of the scientist Archimedes, has found these forces, so it is also known as Archimedes principle. Okay, आर्किमिडीज नाम का साइंटिस्ट था, उसने फाउंड किया था. तो दिस इज buoyant force. Now mechanical force. The forces, two when two surfaces coming in contact with each other. Okay, this type of force arise. Can get a good example of while walking. Okay, while walking, what is happening? Our feet and ground is coming in contact. Okay, so this is mechanical force, and you can even take a good example of tire of vehicle and the ground. So when it is moving, when the vehicle moving, the tire and the ground are two surface coming in contact. Okay, so this is called a mechanical force. Now magnetic force. Magnetic force means a force coming from the magnet. Okay, when you are what you are doing, when you are attracting a small pieces of iron. Okay, some forces is helping to hold this piece of iron. अगर जब हम आयरन के पीसेस को अट्रैक्ट करते हैं टूवर्ड्स मैग्नेट, ओके, तो वो होल्ड करे रखते हैं ना, पकड़ रखता है. Okay, so that force is called magnetic force. Okay, now main and most important is frictional force. Yes, yes, Ayaz Bida. Ayaz, can you read it for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Read.
Yes, ma'am. Frictional force. The force that tries to stop the movement of object across a surface is called frictional force or friction. Friction slows down a moving object or stops it from moving altogether.
Now I'll show you a good example of friction. Wait a minute. This this is the when brake is applied. Okay, so when brake is applied, what is happening? The car will move. Car will stop moving. Okay, so this is a good example of friction. Okay, the force that tries to stop. Okay, when the object is moving. Okay, or what is happening? The force that stops the movement of an object is called friction. Frictional force of friction. Okay, जब जब व्हीकल मूव होता है तो हम ब्रेक लगाते हैं, राइट? तो ब्रेक लगते क्या होता है? फ्रिक्शन इज because of friction the vehicle stops moving. Okay, so this is called friction. Okay, अगर हम बॉल पासिंग खेलते हैं तो हम क्या करते हैं? स्टॉप करते हैं. एक थ्रो करता है, एक स्टॉप करता है. ओके, कैच करता है, हम उसकी मूवमेंट को स्टॉप कर देते हैं. दिस इज ऑल्सो अ गुड एग्जाम्पल ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. ओके, I could give a good example. This part. Have you seen this type of shoes in football? जो फुटबॉल खेलते हैं ना, उसको पता है. They are wearing this type of shoes, spiky shoes.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
of this spike, the friction क्या होता है? फ्रिक्शन बढ़ती है और वो जो फिसलने की चांसेस कम होते हैं. जो ग्रास में खेलते हैं ना, वो बहुत फिसलन होती है. ओके, सो दे कैन there are many chances to slip. Okay, so the footballers are wearing this type of shoes to increase the friction. वो increase, उससे increase हो जाता है and uh, they will not fall. Okay, so friction is more important and you can see friction everywhere. हम हमारे regular days में देखते ही हैं in rickshaw vehicles, okay, car and buses and all, because of friction they are stopping. Okay, so friction is very important in our life. So frictions are having some advantages and some disadvantages. Now we will discuss the frictions in detail. Okay, what are the advantages of friction? Yes, who will read? Hadi Raujani, sorry, Hassan Kabasi. Hassan? Yes, can you read it for me? Yes, Hassan, where are you there? Okay, I
Ma'am,
think
your voice is not coming.
I'm okay. My voice is coming. Okay, Barucha, start reading.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, read.
Friction reduce the
Reduce. Reduce the tendency.
tendency
Tendency.
to slide and slip. It is the force that helps type of cars, bicycles,
Tires,
and
beta
other
tires.
vehicles
It's
to
not
keep
type.
a grip
Oh,
of
oh,
the
hello,
road.
hello, Barucha, Barucha, please read properly. It is not type, okay, tire.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Open your eyes and read properly.
Friction. Friction reduces the tendency to slide and slip. It is a force that helps type of cars, bicycles, and other vehicles to keep a grip on the road. It also
Prevents
prevents for us from fear, yeah,
slipping off on the
sleeping on the floor when we walk.
other advantage. Okay, wait,
Other
hold on. Okay, okay, hold on.
other advantages of friction.
Beta, okay,
The
wait a minute. Wait. Okay. Now, friction reduces the tendency of slip and slide. Okay, this is a very good sentence. Friction क्या करता है? Reduce करता है the chances of sliding or slipping. Okay, slip होते हैं ना, उससे बचाता है slip होने से. Okay, friction. Okay, so this is the force which helps tire of car, bicycles and other vehicles to keep a grip on the road. Okay, so friction is the force that helps tire of vehicles to keep a grip on the road. Okay, so this is more important. Okay, it also prevent us from sleeping on the floor. Okay, sleeping यानी फिसल जाने से हमको बचाता है फ्रिक्शन. ओके, हम जब हमारे कभी ऐसा हुआ ना, हम जब फिसलते हैं तो अचानक से हमको ग्रिप मिलती है और हम बच जाते हैं फिसलने से. ओके, सो दिस इज फ्रिक्शन. ओके, बिकॉज ऑफ फ्रिक्शन we are safe. Okay, we are preventing from slippery, okay, sleeping on the floor. Now there are
मैम
many other advantages as well. Yes,
मैम मुझको
yes.
कॉल आया था ना, इसलिए मैं लेफ्ट हो गया था.
Okay, beta, don't worry.
Okay,
Now
ma'am.
I want Mohammad Raza Nayani, open your microphone.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, Hassan, read.
No, I want now Mohammad Raza Nayani to open the microphone and read number 1 point.
Okay, ma'am. Friction reduce the
बेटा हमने सब रीड कर लिया है. I want the first point. Here.
okay.
आप कहाँ
It
थे तो
ha-
अब तक?
it helps us to use brakes to bring moving vehicle to a halt. Halt.
Halt. It's not halt. It's halt.
Okay. Halt.
Okay. Now, yes. Second point.
It keeps things from slipping and gives us a good grip to hold things in our hands.
Now, third one.
It helps us to light a matchstick when we rub in on the rough surface of the
Matchbox. Okay.
matchbox.
First. Okay. As we told, as I told you that there are some advantages, and now we are talking about other advantages of friction. First, it help us, and मैंने पहले ही बोला था कि because of friction only our vehicles are stopping. Okay, so it is very important to stop the vehicle. हम हमारे vehicle को अगर ब्रेक न लगा सके तो हमारे vehicle कुछ काम का ही नहीं है ना. तो हम उतर नहीं सकते, चढ़ नहीं सकते, कुछ नहीं कर सकते, राइट? सो फ्रिक्शन हेल्प अस to use the brake in our vehicle. Okay, so because of friction our vehicle are stopping. Okay, so this is more and most important advantage of friction. Now second, it keeps things from sleeping. Okay, so friction is helping us from sleeping things. Okay, and it gives a good grips to hold. So it will give us a good grip to hold the things in our hand. Okay, अगर हम glass पकड़ रहे हैं because of friction, it is helping us to get a good grip. Now third one, when you light the matchbox, because of friction it is lighting. Okay, वो हम जब घिसते हैं ना उसके साथ, तो friction is because of friction only the matchbox we can light the matchstick. Okay, friction is taking place when you rub with in a when you rub a stick with a rough surface. Okay, so friction is icing and the stick is lighting. Okay, so because of friction only matchbox can light. So there is these are the advantage. Now disadvantages. Yes, who will read? I want
Ma'am,
Mumtaz. I want, yes, who will read?
Hassan.
हसन. हसन आपने तो रीड कर लिया, राइट? आई वांट न्यू वन नाउ.
No, ma'am.
हसन आपने रीड नहीं किया बेटे?
No, ma'am.
ओके, रीड.
Okay, ma'am. Disadvantages of friction. First point. Friction wears out surfaces that are constantly moving against each other. For example, the soles of our footwear wear out after we have used them for many days.
Okay, okay. Okay. This thing, where WEAR. Okay.
Ma'am, I am read.
Wait a minute, beta. WEAR, we are meant for Jana. Okay, because of friction, the surface is wearing. Okay, wearing means further. Because घिसता रहता है. A good example, shoes. When we are using shoes for many days, what will happen? The sole will wear out. Okay, worn out. फट जाती है ना, बिकॉज ऑफ घिसते घिसते क्या बोलते हैं हमारी मम्मी के शूज घसाई गई છે, બરાબર ને? बिकॉज ऑफ फ्रिक्शन
Ma'am, I
ये
am read.
डिसएडवांटेज है कि जो हमारी सरफेस होती है वो क्या होती है, घिस जाती है. नाउ सेकंड, हसन.
Yes, ma'am. Second point. Friction gives rise to unwanted heat.
Hmm.
Engines of cars consume a lot of fuel to reduce this heat.
ओके बिकॉज ऑफ फ्रिक्शन हमारा क्या होता है घसने से क्या होता है आप करो देखो दो हाथ अपने उसमें घसो देखो दो हाथ क्या करोगे आप घिसोगे तो क्या होता है आपको हीट पैदा होती है देख करो तो एवरीवन जस्ट रब
Yes,
योर हैंड
yes, ma'am, do.
because of because of this friction unwanted heat is अराइजिंग ओके सो क्या होता है वो जो हीट कार्स में क्या होता है वो जो हीट होती है ना उसको कम करने के लिए फ्यूल ज्यादा यूज होता है so we are lots of fuel is consuming okay to reduce this heat now third point
Yes,
Papa,
ma'am.
No, I am read. I am read.
wait a minute beta
Yes, ma'am. Point third. Vehicles should have streamlined shapes to move at a high speed and reduce the effect of friction. Otherwise, they will burn a lot of fuel to move fast.
okay so because of burning lots of fuel what the vehicle should have in streamlined shape the special shape रखनी चाहिए रखनी होती है because of that उसको एक ही शेप में रहना होता है स्ट्रीमलाइन शेप में ओके उसको व्हीकल को एक ही शेप में रखना पड़ता है बिकॉज ऑफ friction because it if it will not in streamline shape it will burn a lot of fuel okay so you have to keep the so vehicle should have in streamline shape एक shape में ही रखना पड़ता है उसको yes who wants to read Shafiq
Ma'am, I am.
you want okay Musa
Yes.
yes start reading
True or false?
first
Number one. Force can make a moving object slow down or stop.
yes true के false yes yes answer
Ma'am,
दो
true.
True, ma'am. True. 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 True.
true friction is a type of force
True. True.
True.
True, ma'am. True.
True.
now third one yes yeah
Force. Force.
hello everyone hello
False. False. False.
I will stop okay I'm not asking to everyone okay I am saying case to read okay and then we will answer it first let me just read okay and then answer okay no will open microphone and will shout because it is disturbing you okay now third one yes yes
Force can change the direction of a moving ball.
yes now answer true it is true because मैंने आपको दिखाया था this when you put the force can also change the direction of the object now fourth one read it
What you said, ma'am?
read number 4 magnet have
मैम तुम बोलते
Yes.
हो मैं तो आवाज नहीं आ रहा
yes now read it
Number 4. Magnets have a force around them called
बेटा वो मैग्नेट है, मैग्नेट हैव फोर्स अराउंड दम called mechanical force. Yes, off your microphone, Cass. Okay, the answer is false or
Hello.
true?
False. True. True.
Magnet, the force. Okay, the force which is having in magnet is called magnetic force. Okay, magnetic force किसको बोलते हैं? जिसको मैग्नेट होते हैं उसको मैग्नेटिक फोर्स बोलते हैं, मैकेनिकल फोर्स नहीं. Okay. Friction gives rise to unwanted heat. True or false? Yes, as I have told you. True. मैंने अभी बोला था कि when you rub your hand, what is happening? Unwanted heat. अगर हमको heat नहीं चाहिए तो भी heat पैदा होती है because of friction. So friction gives rise in unwanted heat. Now we will continue. Now हमने फोर्स खत्म कर दिया है. Then we will start in simple machine. Okay, but we will start tomorrow. Okay, simple machine.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so it's already our time is finished. Okay,
Ma'am.
just 5 minutes are left. Okay, yes,
Bye, ma'am. Ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
yes, Varucha.
Ma'am, I am Hassan.
Bye, ma'am. बोला था मैम.
Okay, Hassan, yes, बोलो.
Ma'am, you sent the chapter number 10 PDF in that long question answers question number 3rd.
You have to write it by your own because it is asked that you have to write what you have understand or of thought. Okay.
Hello. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Hassan.
Okay.
So now take care and bye bye. We'll meet tomorrow,
And
inshallah.
you also take care and bye bye.
Bye bye.
You write it.
Bye bye.